Hello and welcome guys. In this new video, we're gonna talk about the question number 2 of assignment third of data science. The question says, describe the concept of hypothesis, space in machine learning, explain the algorithm, and find a hypothesis by finding S for the following instance in the training set. In the following table, we have six columns in different aspects have origin, manufacturing, color, decade, type, and class. With the data, Japan, USA, and their companies for the classifications. Hypothesis space. The hypothesis space in machine learning. The hypothesis space is the set of the all possible functions or models that a learning algorithm can choose from solve a problem. Explain linear models. The hypothesis space consists of all linear equations that can be fitted to the data decision tree and the space including all possible trees. A structure that can be created by different way of splitting the data. MLN find as algorithm. In the machine learning, the find as algorithm find specific is the one of the earliest and simplest algorithm in the concept of learning. It is designed to find the most specific hypothesis that is consistent with the all the positive training example in the dataset. The algorithm begins the most specific hypothesis where no value is acceptable denoted by phi and gradually generalize it whenever it encountering a positive example. The key point of this is first purpose identifies the most specific hypothesis consistent with a positive example. Approach is second, start with the most specific hypothesis and generalize step by step. The third one is hypothesis representation. 5 where no value is acceptable, most specify. The function of this a specific value, example cold, only that value is acceptable. Otherwise, no any value is acceptable most generally. Fourth one is most specific hypothesis, comma, 5, and so on. And most general hypothesis, question mark, and so on. Limitation, ignore negative example and assumption data is noise free. Working of S algorithm. Let's understand how find S algorithm works. First step, initialize the hypothesis matches to the most specific form. Second step, for each training example, if it is negative, ignore it. Step third, if the example is positive, update the hypothesis. If the attribute of HH is 5, replace it with the value from the example. If the attribute HH differ from the example from, replace it with double question mark. If the attribute matches the example, keep it unchangeable. Go on to the fourth step. The fourth step is continue this process until all the training examples are processed. And the final step is the final hypothesis is the most specific generalization covering all positive example. Let's see the example to understand this. Datasets is the created with attributes and labels. Hypothesis start as a in block phi and phi, and second one is also phi and phi. Loop check each example, negative are skipped, positive update hypothesis, and phi becomes the attribute value. Mismatch became. Matches stay unchanged. Final hypothesis is green, comma, question mark. In this, in this table, from this table, h equal to 5, 5, 5, 5. H1 equals to in the block Japan, Honda, Blue, 98, and economy is the attribute of Japan and the H1 block, and so on, with the example of every rows of the this table. Thank you.